Alrighty. Who's ready for some dungeons and or dragons?
I need it so bad.
I am one of them.
I need it so bad.
I fourth that.
Yeah. Well, welcome to session 60, everybody. We made it.
Woo!
Still got a while to go.
Woo!
So,
7 more seasons.
6
70 more
seasons of a
episodes.
movie. Monsieur Molevo, please regale us with what happened last time.
Yeah, of course. You know, because my notes are so good. Yeah, so we had just kind of beaten Kalinar, or the ghost of Kalinar ×2, and we're kind of outside the quack house, just kind of discussing everything, and the group is telling Mo about everything, and he's kind of taking notes, and the group gets mad at him for taking notes, and Midas flings some shit because he has a shit problem onto his notes, and Mo gives Drag some mushrooms, and they go into the quack house, and everyone's tired, and they start to take a rest. Mo goes into Midas's room. He tries to do a little flirty, but he's not that great at it. And he asks Midas to help him with his magical item that seems to not be working, and he goes to sleep on his bed as a cat. And while he does that, everyone kind of is sleeping and dreaming, and everyone kind of seems to get nightmares during their rest. Like Mo gets visited by Koshka and the warlord Pippi, who is torturing his parents, and God, what happened after that? Yeah, we have weird dreams, and no one sleeps that well, and now we're leaving to go to Badland. That's all I remember. My notes are really bad from last time.
And you volunteered for this. You volunteered.
I know.
If you can tell me one more person's dream that they had, I'll give you an inspiration point.
Okay, Midas had a dream. No. Hang on. Yeah, Midas had a dream of Eladrian. Oh, shit. I know you had a dream of Eladrian.
I need more.
Hang on. I know.
Precious inspiration.
Who's in Koshka's dream? Dang it. Oh, okay. Kore had a dream of Czar, and he was taking Dez into hell.
All right, you've earned it.
That's true. By the skin of my back.
All right, yeah, give yourself a little point of inspiration. And then at the end of the last session, what happened? Do you remember?
Is that when No, that's not when the voice came through. That was in the forest after we fought the monster.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't remember what happened at the
Baby mush.
Oh yeah, the baby mushroom in the forest. And we were following it.
Stump. Yes. His name.
Yes, yeah.
Stump.
What was his name?
Stump.
Stump.
Thank you, Maddie.
Why didn't I write that down? Oh,
I could never forget Stump.
dancing skeletons. There was dancing skeletons?
Yeah, in Midas's dream, it was my favorite one that Aladdin was dancing with his parents.
My parents, Midas's parents, out of the grave, started dancing with the skeleton.
Yeah, okay, I do remember. What was Koshka's?
Mm.
Wait, that's your own character. You're like,
I didn't even take notes. Okay, I was there for the ride.
Anywho, we're back to the recaps restart now, right?
Yes.
I was like, let me know if I need to take notes.
And now you all can start taking notes again.
Yeah.
Phew.
All right, perfect. All right, thank you very much, Monsieur Molivo. Give yourself a little point of inspiration for that
Gracias,
one.
senor.
So you and Midas both currently have exhaustion. We'll kind of use the new 2024 rules for it, which I believe. Give me a sec. Here's our conditions here. I believe exhaustion. So with this exhaustion, so it's cumulative. You can only get up to 6 levels of exhaustion, but your D20 rolls are reduced by 2 times your exhaustion level. So you guys are reduced by 2, and also your movement speed is reduced by 5 feet. So all your D20 tests until the exhaustion is gone are reduced by 2. So attack rolls, skill checks, other stuff, all that. Yeah,
Gotcha.
ability, attack rolls, saving throws. Alrighty. So, while the little mushroom person Stump is nestled in your arms, Corey, the visions they are projecting into your mind guides you deeper into the Dunmis Woods. While the majority of the wildly growing mushrooms that accompanied Fungoroth's presence have decreased in number, there still remains a large number of multicolored and fluorescent mushrooms in the forest, especially as you venture deeper in. The canopy of leaves above you periodically allows the sun to come through, but in the shade of the various trees, the mushrooms seemingly pulse with life. And you just kind of hear the little voice in your head.
Stump wants to know how you beat Fungoroth.
Oh, with a lot of magic and stabbing and the punching, eventually we defeated him. It was not an easy battle, but we persevered.
And Sovereign said that he heard lightning.
That too, yes. That's what really killed them. She points over to like Mo, and she says, "That's our lightning guy. He does the lightning thing. I don't know how it works, but he has some kind of lightning magic."
Mo just kind of wave.
Wow.
He was asking how we killed Fungoroth.
Oh well, yeah. I just accent. I just summoned. What is it? I summoned lightning from the sky, and it was amazing.
I'm with you. I'm trying to get my accent together.
Yeah,
for you. I'm like, oh god.
Wow. No one in the circle can do lightning like that.
No, it's impressive, isn't it?
In the circle. What does he mean, the circle? What is he talking about?
Have you always been able to do lightning?
Is he talking in our heads, or is this like out loud?
You can all hear it at this point.
Okay, cool.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay,
But it is talking into your head.
I'll kind of think back. Well, you see me, Shy? Yeah, I learned it from me mama. She taught me at a young age, but recently it's gotten a lot stronger.
What is mama?
My grandmother, she my parents' parent.
Stump, born from Sovereign.
And who is Sovereign born from?
Sovereign, always Sovereign.
Well, Sovereign's parent would be, your grandparent, your mama, your papa.
Oh. Okay.
Was
Yeah, go ahead.
was Fungoroth part of this family, or was he like evil and he took over? And who was Fungoroth?
So you see, and Corey, Stump had put these images into your head earlier, but the same images come flooding into your mind now, Mo, where you see a little bit of a smaller sized Fungoroth, just probably a couple of feet smaller than what you guys encountered. Like on the battle map, he'd be kind of like a huge figure, but in this point, he'd be like a large figure. And you just see kind of like still tableau images of Fungoroth like grabbing various fungi people similar to Stump, just essentially like shredding them apart, ripping them in half, and like sticking them onto Fungoroth's back, like just all over the place, kind of just like arming himself with the bodies of these creatures. And then you hear Stump's voice.
Fungoroth kill a lot of the circle. Fungoroth not one of us.
Where did this Fungoroth come from then?
Sovereign, no. Sovereign will show you when we meet Sovereign.
Of course, I am sorry that you lost so many of your family.
Sovereign teach us that sometimes this happens in nature. But Stump did not expect something like this.
It is truly horrifying, and I feel for you, young one.
Whatever Fungoroth was certainly didn't feel natural. At least not to me.
Well, Sovereign have more answers than Stump does. But we'll be at Sovereign pretty soon.
And you guys continue to journey deeper into the forest to Stump's home, and it takes a couple hours on foot at this point. And Corey, you're just kind of holding on to Stump the entire way because Stump doesn't weigh too much. He's pretty light. He's a mushroom. And you could only imagine how long it probably would have taken Stump to get all the way to where he met you guys, given his little stumpy legs. After about another hour or so of traveling through the Dunmis Woods, and it's probably now getting to like mid-afternoon. You guys met with Stump fairly early in the morning, so you guys have been walking a fair distance deeper into the forest. You guys start to approach an area that gives you all an uneasy feeling. In the not too far distance, you can see small purple spores just floating in the air. And everyone roll perception check for me.
Oh shit, natural one.
Good start.
Hey.
Whoa.
I am perceptuous.
Oh, ho, ho.
Dang, look at us.
The ladies are keeping a sharp eye out here.
All right.
So Eladrian and Mo. Mo, you're just kind of taking in the scenery here, not really paying attention. You haven't you weren't around to encounter the mushroom spores that the party had dealt with not too long ago. Eladrian, you're just kind of hyper focused on the spores in the distance. But the rest of you guys, you see that these purple spores don't appear to be pressing out into the surrounding forest. They seem to be more or less contained in a certain area. And you look around and you see that some of the trees have a fluorescent marking on them made by someone or something that used some of these glowing mushrooms that you've seen on the way here. So you guys just have this kind of field of purple spores floating in front of you. It's not coming closer to you. They're just kind of sitting there.
Yeah, Corey keeps a wide berth from the...
Might as well. He's not part of this again.
Yeah. She looks at Stump and asks, what? Are these dangerous to people?
No, that's where the circle begins. Safe to go in there. Those are sovereign spores.
Safe for you?
Safe for me and safe for you. Safe of friends of circle.
It's a good thing we're friends. I suppose.
We know what the
just
circle
go in?
is.
Is the circle your village? Your people? What
is
exactly is it?
circle?
The circle is Stump and Stump's friends. Circle has sovereign, and circle has many other like Stump.
All right. Okay. So perhaps we go.
Someone
Perhaps
will
it's
tell
fine.
me why we're following this thing.
Why not?
It's fine, Mom.
The last time we was near, some type of fungus, it attacked us.
But this one's a friendly mushroom.
What are you talking about? That thing between your toes is with us every day.
What?
Isn't that fungus between your... Pretty rancid.
That's just your lips.
Oh, my lips between your toes?
No, your lips look like.
Oh,
Yeesh.
I'm leaving.
Oh.
I'm leaving. Let's stop talking.
I-
Okay, going into the spores. I'd rather go into the spores than listen to this. She steps ahead.
Yeah, Corey, you walk in carrying Stump with you, and you feel as you walk into these purple spores, just kind of like a wave of calm and peace just kind of wash over you. You feel very comfortable here, and not in like a uneasy kind of way, but like you just feel comfortable. Like this is like
Vibes are nice.
Yeah, it's nice vibes.
Awesome. Yeah, so she'll put Stump down once they arrive. And yeah, she'll look around. Can I make a perception check?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, cool.
And what about the rest of you guys? What are you doing?
Hey,
Waiting screaming out.
Can I get closer to like the glowing stumps and kind of like not pick, because I know Stump is, but like I just want to like look at it more, like study it more, kind of like.
Yeah, for
Can
sure.
I make a nature check? Is that basically what I'm trying to ask?
Yeah, for sure. So like, what are you trying to look at or look for?
Yeah, I'm trying to see if it has any magical properties. If it has any, maybe is it poisonous? Is it not poisonous? Just like how does it affect like the surrounding environment, stuff like that.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll that nature check for me.
oh, trying to detect, are you,
Well, yes, of course, and that is my job.
Mr. Detective?
Mo, as you kind of go up to the trees, and you said you're looking at like the fluorescent markings that were on the tree. Is that what you're looking for, or just kind of at the mushrooms in general?
The mushrooms in general.
Okay. So some of the mushrooms that are around here are a little bit different than what you've seen walking through the forest. They don't appear to be anything that looks like particularly edible. Maybe not so much poison, but they probably don't taste too good. And you can see that some of the mushrooms growing at the base of the trees, and you can see the markings that were kind of like essentially like splatted and smeared on the trees. It doesn't look like it was by like a humanoid hand. It almost looks like it was like a thick kind of branch or a log almost that smeared something across the tree. So it doesn't appear to have any kind of magical like anything magical in nature. It's just more so like something you might see as like a territorial marking from like a wild animal.
Could I? So the kind of the smearings, is it the same fluorescence that's on the tree that could I presume that maybe the mushrooms, like, I don't know, you break them and they accidentally, like, they have color and stuff like that, and that's how they smeared on the tree?
Yeah, you can probably make that. You can make that assumption. Like the mushroom that are growing like below and nearby the trees here all have the same color as like the fluorescent smear that's on the trees.
Well, it seems like oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, you go.
It seems like whatever came through here and the couple of broken branches and from the mushrooms themselves, that it left markings on the tree. So something lives in here. Maybe the mushroom is not. Maybe we were not crazy for following the mushroom. That's what I detect, Aladrin.
That's your professional opinion?
Yes, that is my nature opinion of what is going on.
Do you even have like a badge?
No, it is my mask.
Oh, okay. I guess that's fair. I don't
Badges
have a
are
mask.
so, pre-Solaris.
You don't need no stinking badges.
That's right. Just the mask. Do you have a
Okay.
badge?
I have a badge of honor.
I figured I'll just walk into the mushrooms.
Midas was just be keeping an eye on Mo. Just watching how he interacts with like Aladdin, but also the shrooms.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wink, wink. I'm just kidding.
yeah. So you keep a pretty close eye on Mo. How dare he try to be friends with your friend Eladrian? How dare he?
How dare he?
But you see Mo very carefully, inspecting the trees, kind of taking in the details as he does his kind of little miniature investigation here. You kind of get the sense that he is someone that is rather detail oriented when it comes to this kind of stuff. His nature detector shit.
That's what he says.
Nature detection ability. Right.
And the rest of you guys, Koshka and Drag, you guys see Kore walk into the purple spores with carrying Stump in hand. What do you guys want to do?
I think Koshka would just look at Pippi and kind of shrug and be like, okay, well, Corey's going in, so it's gotta be fine. And just start following her in.
And Drag will follow them in.
All right.
Hey, that means that's everybody then, right? Except me.
I don't know if Mo has walked into the purple spores just yet.
Midas hasn't.
Yeah, Midas definitely hasn't, for sure.
Okay.
Well, after you.
You're talking to me?
Both of you. I am a gentleman, of course.
Oh, why? Well, thank you. Midas, age before beauty?
So why aren't you going first?
Grandpa, get going. Let's go. Come on. Chop chop.
I'm not stepping in that.
Oh, so
Step-
you are a grandpa.
I am not-
He is, in
Congratulations.
fact,
I am
yes.
not a grandpa.
He is.
How many grandchildren do you have?
None.
They call him Pappy Duck.
I have no children.
How is such an old man so handsome? I don't not understand.
I am not old.
He's young at heart, old in body.
I am. And Midas just walks into it just to get away from that.
Just like Corey getting away from that.
He'll rather risk his health than
Yeah.
be near Elijah any longer.
So Eladrin and Mo, are you guys going in now?
I mean, well, yeah, I figured absolutely. Just kind of walking in, just still kind
Yeah,
of
he thinks-
bantering about whatever.
Yeah, he's like he thinks he's trying to get away from us, but we're just like following Midas, just kind of like
Yeah, but-
arguing about his age.
Yeah. Oh, Pappy Duck, wait for us.
Midas flicks them off as he keeps walking.
So how old is this Midas? I don't understand.
Oh, I mean, look at him. He's got to be in his like 90s.
Oh my goodness,
I am not.
he's ancient.
Ancient, like dirt.
He walks so fast though for an old man.
He's spry for an old one. Surprisingly agile.
So as you guys pass into these spores, Corey, you look around and with your perception check that you got, you can see that this area of the forest that's covered in these, kind of blanketed in these spores here, is a little bit different than the rest of the forest. There are mushrooms in this area that are ranging from like 3 feet tall all the way to like 15 feet tall. Just really giant mushrooms growing in this area. And with your perception check, as you guys are walking forward, Cora, you can see some very small other ambulatory little fungi begin to peek out their heads from behind the really tall mushroom stalks. And as you kind of press your way forward, the rest of you that are catching up, you guys start to see like all these little mushroom people kind of creeping out. They're all in a variety of shapes, sizes, colors. There's just a wide variety of different palettes amongst these kind of people. And as you kind of continue walking forward, you hear a voice enter your mind once again.
Vanquishers of Fungura, welcome to our circle.
God?
You hear, Sovereign? You are welcome.
Eladrian, that's not God.
Do you know what I am thinking?
No, Sovereign doesn't know what you're thinking.
Oh my god, it's you.
Yeah, it's me, Stump.
Stump! What are you doing in my head also? I thought it was...
He's been in all of our heads.
I know, but they can both... But there was another one.
It's
You
like
heard-
they're a collective or something. I don't know.
Col- They're collectible?
They speak mind mushroom to each other.
Speak the brainwaves.
It might be they share a collective consciousness or something. I don't know.
Oh, yes.
Thank you for welcoming us, Sovereign. Where shall we find you?
Sovereign, just a little bit more ahead.
Then
And-
a little bit more ahead we go.
And as you guys continue to walk forward, you can see coming up from behind you, there's small little animals scampering across your feet towards the direction that Stump is guiding you. And the familiar sight of these tiny little mushrooms poking out from these animals' bodies, like you saw the other night outside the quack house, kind of just immediately floods your mind. And these creatures, however, appear to be much more, let's say, like alive than the other creatures that you saw just a few nights prior. And you see them running towards the direction of a rather large, hollowed out, kind of long dead tree stump that's about like 5 feet wide. This was a massive tree back when it was alive. And inside the stump is a large mushroom person who is slowly just swaying back and forth as the purple spores spread out from its body and just kind of continue to push out and blanket the area. And you hear him, and you hear Sovereign's voice in your mind.
Many of us there were before Fungoroth, and more of us there will be again.
And you see like all the little mushroom people start to kind of come out from their various little nooks and crannies that they've been hiding, and they kind of just slowly start to circle you guys. They're still very, very timid creatures, but they're just kind of checking out the new people that have come into their circle.
Ore will wave to the little mushroom people. And just slowly approach the hollowed stump. And meet who she presumes to be Sovereign. Like kind of greeting him with a little curtsy. And a pleased to meet you.
And as you get a look at Sovereign up close, Kore, you can see that it almost has a humanoid-like appearance, if not for the fact that they were created entirely of mushrooms. Like they have like four limbs, a head for you to look at, and Sovereign has a wide variety of pinks and purple and orange color all throughout its body. And you can almost see like little veins of a fluorescent teal blue that just accent various parts of Sovereign's body. And Stump just kind of wiggles his way over and stands near Sovereign.
Thank you for defeating Fungoroth.
Koshka like brushes off her shoulders and goes, "It was no problem. Of course, anything for you, and of course, Stump's friend."
Fungoroth was a blight that destroyed our circle and disrupted the natural order of the forest.
Would you happen to know anything more about him? Like where it might have originated from?
Sovereign, once again, just kind of is just sitting there, like swaying as this conversation is happening, like completely in your mind. Even though you speak the words out, the response comes to your head and to everyone else's mind as well.
Fungoroth was not a natural part of this forest. It was unleashed by someone.
And you see coming from like around the large mushroom person inside the stump is another small little mushroom that looks almost exactly the same as Stump, albeit just like a slightly different color pattern to it. And as this one walks up to you, you hear a voice in your head.
Hello, my name's Stumpy.
Oh, hi, Stumpy. Are you Stump's like brother,
Stumpy?
sibling?
Me and Stump were born the same time.
You are
Aww.
twins. Stump and Stumpy, the twins.
Stump and Stumpy share a lot of similarities.
Well, it's so nice to meet you.
Do I shake your hand? Do you have a hand? Do I just pick him up, hold him?
Stumpy, having no arms, just kind of like lifts one of its little stubby legs for you to shake.
Oh. Shake the leg. Shake the leg.
Shake the leg. Shake the leg. Shake the leg.
Stumpy, happy to meet you.
You are very nice to meet you as well. Glad you could make it to see us today.
I still think this is weird.
Stumpy, show these vanquishers
I just imagine we all start laughing.
these people are incredibly rude.
No.
My apologies. My apologies. I'm not laughing at you. Just with you.
Yes. You are also laughing. We heard it.
Stumpy, show them what you saw.
Oh, okay, Sovereign, I'll show them.
And the visions, just like Stump, projected into your guys' mind. You see a couple tableaus as you see Stumpy is kind of hidden far back in and looking out into a clearing, and you see a vision of a hooded figure that's nestled in a small cave overlooking a clearing. There's a cauldron set upon a bonfire that they are stirring, and from the cauldron, a glob of black ooze emerges and pulls itself out of the bubbling gray liquid. The ooze slowly begins to grow and begins forming into a smaller version of what Fungaroth would eventually grow into being. You hear the voice of Sovereign once again.
Whoever was the person in the hood brought Fungaroth here. The hooded person is still in the forest.
Where where can we find this person, this cave that you have shown us where this person is?
Stumpy will be able to show you the way.
Stumpy knows where to go.
I think that's been the source of our troubles too. So, we shall follow you.
Where you lead, Corey, we will follow.
And if that's following Stumpy, then I'll be happy about it.
As long as this person stays in the forest, they will continue to summon unnatural things. To reclaim to reclaim the forest, they must be stopped.
It is a person. Like a human person?
All Stumpy saw was body, hood.
Hood.
No idea what's under the hood.
Thank you.
The camera makes it so much better.
So much.
It does.
In my head, I'm like, I thought Stumpy has no arms. This is the legs moving.
I'm kicking my legs underneath the table. You can't see it.
Corey will also say, one more thing, Sovereign, if you don't mind. Would you happen to know anything about Shantea? Because I had an encounter with her statue, and there was this magical acorn that her statue was holding, and Hugin here, my bird, he doesn't eat mushrooms, so you don't have to worry. He ate it, and now it changed him. He's not quite the same.
Sovereign looks over to Hugin, and then looks back to you.
Sovereign, not sure what Shantea is. Sovereign only care about the circle.
I mean, that makes sense.
That does make sense. I thought as much, but all right. I thought it was worth asking. How long have you been in this forest, in this circle?
And while you're kind of having that chat with Sovereign, Hugin is just kind of perched near a nearby tree, and Hugin poops, and immediately little like flowers and stuff start kind of sprouting up where he defecated, and you see a lot of the mushroom people start like waddling over and just looking down at the growing flowers that are emerging.
Our circle had to move when Fungal Wrath attacked our home. Our circle has only been here for a few moons.
Where were you located before Fungal Wrath attacked?
Our home was in a small cave that we thought would protect us. But Fungal Wrath used it to trap us.
Was Fungal Wrath the reason for the forest dying?
Fungal Wrath was part of the problem, part of the sickness that plagued the forest.
Is the vision that we saw happened in the past, or is that like happening right now?
Which vision are you
The
referring
one
to?
about the cauldron, the glob of ooze that we saw from.
Stumpy,
Yeah, that was.
Stumpy saw hooded figure. Many, well, maybe not too many, but few moons before Fungal Wrath attacked Circle. Hooded figure been there for a while.
Maybe he was the one. Maybe that was at the cauldron, stirring it.
Stumpy no see under the hood.
Who knows?
How... May I ask a question, Sovereign?
Yes?
How does the circle protect themselves? Have you ever come in contact with other forms of, I guess, bad forest juju before, like Fungal Wrath?
Our circle has been growing deep in the forest for many, many moons. Nothing like Fungal Wrath has been here before. We are peaceful. We do not wish for war. That's why when Fungal Wrath attacked, many of us became part of him.
Yes.
I don't like when the big guys pick on the little guys, you know?
Yes, it's wrong, and I am deeply sorry that happened, but we will help your people as best as we can, and hopefully eliminate the source of all this trouble.
When you say that you'll agree to help, you guys hear all of the mushroom people begin to hum and resonate together, and they are giving off a very, very like pleasant and happy tune that is just playing inside your mind. Alleging, roll performance for me.
Happily. 12.
All right. So with the 12, this song that's playing in your head, it's a very pleasant song. It kind of gives you like some like let's just say like musical inspiration for like a future song. Like this is something this is a good
Yeah.
like background track right here.
I can get this jam all day.
This
Sure.
place is so beautiful.
Yeah, and like looking around, it's very like Alice in Wonderland kind of feeling, where there's so many like vibrant colors, just with the smallest like veil of these purple spores that are floating around, kind of giving it like a strange lens that you're looking through. But it is very gorgeous here. As I mentioned, very different from the rest of the Dunmis Woods. It seems as though wherever these mushroom people go, this kind of geography kind of follows them. So as you guys are kind of, listening to the sounds of this mushroom people going on, you guys hear a voice call out to you. Not inside your head, but, you hear it through your ears, as you normally would. The voice calls out, and you hear footsteps approaching. Well, you all look worse than after that encounter with the wyverns. Looks like the force did a number to you all. And as you turn around, you see a group of heavily clad paladins of the
God
Advent approach you
damn it.
guys.
Fuck these guys.
The familiar sight of the quartet that was present for the battle against the wyverns stand in front of you. I see some familiar faces here, and the leader nods at you, Koshka. And also some new ones. The Mighty Ducks, I believed you called yourselves, correct?
Oh. You've heard of us, you say? Of course, we are the most famous group in all of Stellaris.
The mightiest.
Yes.
The
what
mightiest,
would-
you could say.
And what would your business be here? Paladins of the Advent?
To the point.
Calendar boys.
You see the one paladin that's speaking to you guys. Says, "Oh, my apologies, my lady. My name is Theodore. I am the knight commander of my paladins here. That one's Edgar. That one's Joshua, and of course back there is Irma." And you guys can see, the leader Theodore. He is a man. He has his helmet off currently. He's a man that's seen his fair share of years. His brown hair has many strands of gray in it, and it's parted like right down the middle, and it falls just right at his shoulders. He has a very neatly trimmed goatee that frames his mouth, and you can see a few old scars on his right cheek and forehead, along with the crow's feet and wrinkles on his face. Well, we were called to look into the force to see what had changed recently. A lot of people have been going missing in Balland. So our order sent us brave knights that took on the wyverns to investigate what's going on.
They sent you to investigate? Well, don't worry, we have a detective also. So we can investigate you. Can't we, Mo?
Oh, is this one of your new ducklings?
It's not a duckling.
Mo will kind of he'll give a bow. Be like, it's nice to meet you. My name is Molvo. I am not with this troop. I am traveling with them right now, but I was sent here by the Vrento guard as well. I came overseas. Yes, I am helping to investigate the forest.
Oh, well then, I assume you have the proper paperwork if you've been sent out by the Vrento guard.
Oh, well, of course. Now, hand over my paperwork.
I already checked it, don't worry.
The Theodore just kind of holds out his hand and, grabs the paper.
Oh, dang it. I was going to give him a high five instead.
He's too quick.
He's too fast.
He grabs your paper and he doesn't even look at it. He just hands it back to Edgar. He looks over it. Edgar is both Edgar and Joshua have both of their helmets off. The last time you guys, some of you guys encountered them, they were just kind of wearing their full gear. But both Edgar and Joshua appear to be quite young in their appearance. Edgar's head and face is completely devoid of any kind of facial hair aside from his eyebrows. But you can see that there's a large scar that kind of just cuts right across the top of his head. Just leaving like a large kind of like, it's like a couple inches thick too. Joshua, who's beside him, he's got a very short but clean buzz cut, as though he just had his hair recently cut before he came out here. They look over the paperwork and they say, everything seems to be in order, Commander. And Theodore grabs the paper and hands it back. Oh, we just wanted to check, a lot of strange things have been happening in this forest. I mean, have you seen this place? It looks quite different than just maybe just a week ago.
Kind of impressive if you ask me.
Well, some might say impressive, others might say quite alarming.
I have a question, D-Train.
Yeah, go ahead.
The paladins of the Advent are not from Stellaris, right? They're from like Faerun. And what do I know about them from like my time across seas?
Roll history for me.
Oh, okay. Can I guide myself?
Sure.
I already have a -2, so
go ahead.
Right.
Guide yourself.
Guide myself.
Oh, where'd my history go? There. Okay.
Hey.
Cool. -2.
So is that 15?
Yep, 15.
All right. So with that history roll, you spend a lot of time outside of cities. Granted, your investigations that you do. From the mainland, that the paladins of the Advent are they can be a little bit of a like battle hungry type of group, always trying to prove themselves to be like the best fighting force out there. It's not as though they are in particular service to a deity, but from what they most likely relish combat. Like they really absolutely love combat, and they want to prove themselves all the time. So they're often sent out on mercenary missions, things of that nature, However, they are always doing things in the for the better, for the greater good, I should say. Like, they're not out there pillaging people or anything like that. They're usually like a fighting force for the forces of good. But they are just kind of like looking for that fight. They're looking for that bully to take down. They're looking for that, undead army to take on in order to protect the people.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of remembering that, I'll be like, well, if the paladins of the Advent are out here, then that means that it's gotten very serious in this forest.
Yes, there's been quite a few interesting things taking place on Stellaris. A lot different things than what we heard about from the mainland. But Commander Leopold was quite adamant about setting the Stellaris straight and dealing with some of these interesting phenomenon that are happening. And well, while we were just traveling through the forest, we came upon this Myconid colony. Have you ever seen any of these things before?
Have I ever seen a Myconid?
Yes.
Which is a mushroom, right? That's right, the same thing? Myconid mushroom?
You're looking at what us on the mainland called Myconids. These fine fungi folk.
Isn't Stumpy with us?
Yeah.
I'm just gonna point to Stumpy.
Yes, and that little one right there is a Myconid as well.
Like this? Yes, I've seen him.
So you've met others like them before? Because we sure haven't.
Well, typically, we see them in the Underdark on the mainlands. They don't typically make their homes above ground. So, seeing ones populate a forest is quite interesting. And we know from experience that Myconids are peaceful creatures. So we know that they're not the reasons for the changes in this forest.
Well,
I mean,
they
say they got kicked out,
Well, that's what happens when you live a peaceful nature. Unfortunately, when something bigger and stronger comes your way, you're often unprepared for it.
Well, we sort of, we did. We killed the bigger and stronger thing that was disturbing them, and almost wiped out this entire circle. And as thanks, they say that they know where the source is. One of their kind saw it. Saw a hooded figure in a cave with a cauldron, and this black ooze came out, and it was just like what the monster that we fought. It was grotesque. It was huge and made its body out of these people.
Oh, that is quite disturbing. Sovereign did tell me that this beast that they called Fungal Roth was running rampant through the forest, but had just been recently dealt with, not only just last night. That was you're telling us that you slayed the beast?
Yes, it was.
You see Joshua and Edgar kind of like whispering to each other, and the other female of the party, Irma, is just kind of sitting in the back. She's just holding on to a little amulet that she has on her chest as she's just like rubbing it, listening to your guys' story. That's quite impressive that you're able to take on such a creature, but I maybe expected no less, seeing how you all dealt with those wyverns not a few nights ago.
That's right.
But I must say, you all do look a little bit worse for wear. Have you been having trouble sleeping in this forest?
Sleeping? Sleeping? Who's been sleeping?
That's the point about you.
Well,
Have
that
you?
should answer your question. Yes, have you?
Well, we did on our first night here, but Irma back there has been able to grant us some protection while we rest. So that allowed us to bypass any of those fiendish nightmares that we had, and they were quite awful. None of us had gotten a good night's sleep for a day or two until Irma decided to cast this protective magic over us.
Wait, a protective spell. Hold on. What kind of magic can ward off nightmares?
Well, now you sounds like you're trying to peek into the Paladin's secret magical archives.
Secret magical archives, eh?
We have
Well,
a
secret or not secret,
Not so
it
secret
would be
anymore.
yeah, it would it is not so secret anymore if you told us. So, you kind of reported on yourself there, champ, but we're here and you're here, and I believe we share a common goal. So, why don't we work together? I mean, if this person, and it is a person that we saw, is causing this level of destruction and carnage throughout the woods, we need a lot of us to get prepared and take them down. So if we travel together, we could stand to benefit from that warding spell too.
Yes.
roll persuasion for me.
All right. Yahoo!
Nice.
You see Theodore contemplate what you say. You kind of see him doing the pros and cons in his head, and he looks over to you, Cora, and says, just give me one moment to confer with my paladins here. And you see Theodore just kind of team huddle the paladins just a few steps away from you guys. And you hear some muttering, some discussion, and this goes on for maybe like a minute or two. And after that, Theodore will come over to you and say, well, I can't argue with the points that you had brought up. I'm certain that a larger fighting force would be beneficial in dealing with whatever is plaguing this forest. However, we would be most grateful if you would help us with one task before we settle in for the night and before Irma can perform the ritual to protect all of us. We still have a few hours of daylight, and we were tasked with finding some travelers that had passed through here not too long ago. Now, we believe that we had picked up their trail in a path not too far from this Myconid colony. If you would be willing to help us in finding these travelers, we would be more than willing to grant you the protective magic as well as help you in dealing with this hooded figure that you mentioned.
Well, allow me to confer with my fellow dogs. So we'll just need a few moments to quack a little bit, if you don't mind.
By all means.
As they gather to kind of convene, Mo will go over to the paladins because he's not a duck. So
As he walks over, I'm gonna grab him because he's part of this anyway.
Well, I
Like,
did not
get your
want
ass-
to intrude
Get
in
over here.
your
What are
group
you?
discussions.
What do you think you're doing? You're part of the calendar boys now. Get over here.
Well, okay.
Just get in the.
Yeah,
flock
they
up.
kind of convene like a little bit farther away. Corey especially goes a little farther away because she knows Eladrian's voice carries, no matter what. And she'll say, "All right, I know we aren't the biggest fans of the Calendar Boys, but I mean, they have a protection spell and their strength in numbers, so I think it'd be beneficial to help."
I mean, you're not wrong.
I also agree.
You agree with me? Oh, it's my lucky day.
It's
Must
hard
be.
to say no.
May I ask, what are your issues with the calendar boys?
They're
That you
dicks.
They're just a bunch of clowns.
Are they? They, from where I'm from, they were very well respected and they saved many lives around
Oh yeah?
my village.
you're from?
Yes.
Where they have lots of nature detectives?
Yes.
That's good. That's good. I'm glad that's a thing that they have there.
They also have paladins of the Advent. I do not see. All I'm saying is, they are nice
Calendar
people. I
boys.
don't. I am sorry that they rub you guys the wrong way.
They don't ever rub me.
They are very rough though, so I understand. Usually when they come out, it's not the happiest of occasions.
Well, what do you say? You guys are for this? Is this the thing that you want to do? I mean,
Wait, who are you asking?
you.
Me? You know where I stand on it.
I'm just saying, like, everyone, like, this is a group consensus. Most of us are saying yes to this. So, why not?
Yep, that's
Don't see why not. Let's do the thing. Right. Calendar
Alright.
Calendar boys meet and the Mighty Ducks collaborate. Finally. For the first time in forever.
Never thought I'd see the day.
It's a strange day indeed.
All right, and yeah, Corey will break the little duck huddle and meet up with Theodore again and say, "You have a deal."
Ah, wonderful, wonderful. Well, I'm sure with both of our talents, we'll be able to, purge this forest of the darkness that inhabits it. Now, before we set off, we're just going to prepare our things, sharpen our blades and things of that nature. So, we have a few moments if you wish to kind of look around. Sovereign has been kind enough to allow us entry into his circle, and it seems he's done the same for you. So feel free to get ready as you so need, and we shall depart as soon as you're ready. And Theodore grabs and kind of just gently nudges Joshua and Edgar forward as Irma just kind of bows towards all of you and follows along with the rest of them as they go sit down not too far away, but and they start taking out their swords, start applying like oil to the blade, whetstones, all that fun stuff.
Drags it against one of the mushrooms and does the same for her trident.
Yeah, so you just kind of take out your blade and start sharpening the pointy ends, things like that. So at this point, let's take a little break, guys.
Cool.
A little breaky poo. So let's come back in like 8 minutes, 10 after.
Cool.
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Right.
The gosh darn paladin of the Advent, man. I can't believe it. Where's Czar when you need him?
Everybody back?
Yes.
We can get their waters and their crackers and cheese.
I did not grab a water. 1 second.
See?
I forgot.
This is why I say it. All right. Well, Molivo gets his water. How's everyone's health looking? 'Cause-
Not great.
Not
Not great.
Lucky for y'all, you got enough time to squeeze in a short rest.
Please.
Not a long one, just a short one.
I'm at 37 out of 45. I think I'm the lower. Oh God, never mind. Close. I'm not at the lowest.
So yeah, you guys can roll. Roll for your stuff. Eladrian's Song of Rest. And if Corey's got any snacks, and dole them out. So for those that are joining us on the stream, while everyone calculates their stuff, I run short rests a little bit differently. I feel like it's more fun. Is that the
Short rest.
yeah, you get a short rest. So if you need hit points, roll them up. So short rest is a 10-minute ordeal. You know, pick yourself up, dust yourself off, listen to a song, have a snack, and get back to adventuring. So instead of the traditional hour-long wait, you are 10 minutes and out the door. But I'd like to say it could be anywhere from like 10 minutes to an hour. If you really want to wait the hour, you can definitely wait it out if you got nothing better to do. But I feel like 10 minutes is a good get up and go.
Could I, during the short rest, I'm gonna convert one of my first level spells into a wild shape
Maybe not.
using wild resurgence.
Anybody
Maybe
need some
if-
treats?
I was like, can we get the Song of Rest description, please? I always forget what it
You
does.
sure can. Hold on.
Eladrian plays the merry tune, and if you use a hit die, does it roll an additional d6? Or is it higher now?
We're 3 levels away from a D8.
Who all has exhaustion?
You and Midas.
Okay. Kind of above table thing. I have lesser restoration. Does that help with exhaustion?
No, I don't believe so.
Okay.
You get the long rest for it to go around.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay. I wanted to get cheers away.
Even have spell slots? Did you
I
roll?
have 4. One
Mine
first
is
level,
also has lesser restoration, so.
2 second, and 1 third.
It's only blinded,
nice, okay.
deafened, paralyzed, or poisoned.
Gotcha. Okay.
Exhaustion, it literally just goes away with rest. Which makes sense because it's the lack of rest. So
Magic can heal a lot of stuff, but it can't get rid of being tired. Broken bones, gone. Back from the dead? Yes. I'm sleepy. Too bad. Go to bed.
Yep.
Tossed and turned at night? Nope.
One bad night's sleep ruins your entire day.
Literally.
Now go fight that giant.
Go fight him.
Alrighty. So, you guys kind of prep your stuff, get ready to go, and the paladin Theodore and meets up with your group and just looks to you all and says, "Are we ready to go?"
I suppose.
Are you ready to go? I don't know what accent that was, but came out. A little Scottish. I don't know. It happened.
Are you
I feel like you were making fun of him. You were trying to like mock his accent.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for getting that vibe. I don't know what happened. So
Actually, could I do is Stump or Stumpy coming with us, Sovereign?
Stumpy will be coming with you to guide you back to the circle when you are done.
Okay, well, Stumpy, I would like. I'm going to transform into a wolf, and I was hoping that one of you would have a saddle, and maybe you could ride on top of me. That way, I will be your legs and you will be our eyes.
You think we just have a saddle lying around here?
It could be a makeshift saddle. It does not have to be a traditional saddle. Just some vines can wrap around. I don't know. I was trying to help. You freak! What the fuck?
You can turn into a wolf?
And you can ride him.
Yes, I can. And as I say yes, I'll drop down to all fours and like my body will start shifting into this like.
I want you to pause for a second. How long does wild shape last for?
3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just wanted to double check on that one.
Yeah, I figured we were gonna go. I figured the trek wasn't that long. Who knows?
Ooh, that is a wolf.
That was expensive to watch. There's nobody bothered by that.
I changed into a cat in your room. Why are you bothered by this? You've seen me turn into a constrictor snake, a bear, a cat. What is a wolf?
Hold on, did you just say you went into Midas's room and turned into a cat?
It was. When you say it like that, you make it.
Who's the freak now, Midas? Just saying, just saying.
Oh, did you pet Mo?
No. Of course not.
Got him.
Maybe Midas is just more of a cat person.
I am a cat, and he's very, very strongly does not like me.
Very much.
I don't know.
He would,
He's
to be
a
honest.
person, and he doesn't like people. So there is a distinction.
He was very annoyed that I was making biscuits on his bed. So
Isn't making biscuits the best, though? Isn't it the most calming and relaxing thing you can do after a long day?
it's like every muscle in your body is just like untightened. I don't know what it is, but it's the most amazing thing.
It's magical.
Indeed.
So that hooded figure.
And the paladins just watched Mo shift into a wolf, and there you see like Joshua and Edgar kind of grab the hilts of their blades as Theodore just like waves a hand in front of them. It's like, calm down, boys, calm down. This one's a druid. We've seen it before in the field.
Koshka kind of looks at the paladins of the Advent and is like, dude, what the fuck? Why would you kill it? Like, why is that your first reaction, to just murder a wolf?
Well, wolves are typically predatory animals that attack livestock and people if they're desperate, so, you know.
You just watched it turn from a man into a wolf. You knew. That's crazy. You guys are crazy. And then she starts to walk away.
He's trying to defend himself. We're just always ready for battle as you're just walking away.
Midas looks like Corey, like this one's a long trip.
Yeah, Corey looks back at Midas and shares the sentiment. It's like they have that unspoken bond of, yep, it's gonna be a long afternoon.
They both sigh.
Yeah, they both sigh as they keep going with Stumpy. I imagine Corey's like hearing Stumpy.
Yes, Stumpy is wrapped up in your arms, and Mo's a little disappointed that Stumpy wouldn't ride on his back.
Snaps, if you could.
But he's a wolf now, so
He likes
he cannot
you
snap.
more.
Oh, I want to describe the wolf. So the wolf's hair is kind of like a bluish, like white that kind of flows through it, and then on kind of like the collar. He has a collar. Is the insignia the claw insignia that Midas had worked on. And then you'll get like bits and pieces like orange because he didn't get a full rest, and during his full rest he was trying to switch into autumn, but it failed. So he's got a little orange patches here and there on his butt and then on his back and stuff like that.
He was too excited for that.
He's like, I was, yeah. Fucking love druids. They're so cool.
So do I, buddy. I love druids.
Hausen. I'm happy you
Real.
forgot that.
So you guys begin to set out with the paladins, and Theodore takes point as Joshua and Edgar are standing behind him, kind of like a diamond pattern almost, with Irma kind of bringing up the rear, and you all just kind of follow behind, unless like, what's kind of your guys' I would say marching order here?
Maybe Corey and Midas together.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
I think Koshka would be like kind of walking by Mo, and then Pippi would be walking beside her.
Okay.
And then probably Dragon and Ladrian.
Taking up the caboose.
Picking up the rear.
Lovely. All right. Yeah, Mo, is it what kind of wolf is it? Is it a dire wolf? Does it matter? Is it like a regular size, like small, medium?
It's a dire wolf. It is, what size are you? Large beast.
Large beast, okay.
Wait, is it bigger than Koshka?
Yeah, if it's a large beast, then yeah.
It's about the size of the bear.
Can
Fire.
she ride Mo?
Absolutely. If you
Okay.
ask.
Okay. So I know you were offering a ride to Stumpy, but I am also little and I don't weigh that much. Could I have a ride?
Well, I mean, of course, just be gentle, I guess. Just don't pull too much on the fur.
That's why you have the collar.
That
she, like-
that is true, yes.
So she just kind of like hops up and holds on to the collar.
Would Monsieur Pippi like a ride as well?
Is he gonna fit?
Yeah, I'm large.
Pretty damn.
Hell yeah,
big.
Pippi,
I'm
get
a
up
big
here.
boy.
You feel
Bigger than
Pippi?
literally all of us.
Yeah, except Pippi's like digging his claws into you because he's very unsteady on your back.
Ow, 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 ow.
He's okay to walk if you want him to.
Yeah, Mo will kind of reach back like a mother wolf, and like he'll grab Pippi by the harness, like his yeah, and he'll put him back on. He's like, okay, Monsieur Pippi, I apologize. Not maybe another time, okay?
Pippi like looks sadly down to the ground.
Aw.
Like
I know you-
like you're yelling at a dog that did something wrong, and he's just like, oh.
No.
Meanwhile, Corey's just like cradling Stumpy, like literally like a newborn baby, and she's just like, "This really brings back memories."
Is this the treatment my brother got?
Yes,
This is
the
great.
very same. Yeah, I'm glad you think so, Stumpy.
Did you just compare a mushroom to your child?
I mean, look, Stumpy is just so cute. I mean, have you heard it? Have you heard them? And they're just so precious and little.
That is blinked.
Koshka yells from like on top of Mo. She's like, "He's a Myconid. He's not a mushroom."
Exactly. They're little they're little Myconid
Maniacs.
babies.
Every single one of y'all. Maniacs.
Wait, what'd you
Wh-
say? I could not hear you.
Call themselves maniacs.
Maniacs. I'm with a bunch of maniacs. Every single one of them.
Ooh.
Maniacs of control. What are the paladins of Advent's reaction to all this?
They like Irma, who's the closest to you guys, is just like, she'll like look back every once in a while and just see how essentially undisciplined. All you guys are.
That's one way of describing it.
And just like how Midas would do, and like sometimes they would just sync up. They would just both like shake their head disapprovingly at the same time. And like Midas, you look over to Irma, and you just kind of like you just nod to her. She like nods back at you. It's like mutual understanding is happening. However, like Theodore, Joshua, and Edgar are both very much kind of on point. Keep following the tracks where they've kind of ventured once before towards the area that they had kind of looked into prior. And Theodore will stop the group kind of with like the hand up to stop everyone. And he'll look back to all of you and say, well, from what we know, the travelers might have been captured from some rather large spiders, and well, we stumbled upon an area of the forest that is ripe with spider webs and things of that nature. We'll be coming up on it quite soon, and if the nature of these beasts is to be believed, they've likely wrapped up their prey and will finish the job fairly soon. If anything, we would like to bring back the bodies to the respective families. So we might need to split up and look around a little bit, but I'll defer to you all how you would like to organize our forces here. Of course, unless you would like me to, but the guests can choose first, I suppose.
Well, what do you say, Dux? What? I say let them go first.
Yes, I say let them go first.
Yeah, they know what to look
Yeah.
for.
Then do it.
Yeah,
I
you're
spent-
so brave. You do it.
How many?
Oh, okay, wow.
There's 4 of them,
Golly.
right?
Yeah.
Maybe we put 2 in. Maybe we put 2 in the front and 2 in the back, and that way we are covered from both sides, and the ducks are protected, just in case.
That works for me.
Me and Koshka can get kind of behind them, and Koshka, you can stand on top of me and survey the area for them. Be the call out. Be the
Get right in the middle, or like.
I will stand.
Oh,
Yes. Are you standing on top of Wolf Mo?
Yep. Wolf Mo, yeah. Do you need to roll for anything for that?
No, you're okay.
No wolf.
Sick.
So how do you want to position these paladins?
These are pretty leading questions. I feel like something's gonna happen, but
I think it'd be cool if we got into like the flying V with like
yeah.
the paladins like kind of like as like the points and like us as like the sides, and then like me and Koshka will be like kind of the right in the middle of like the point, like an arrow, like they'd be fired. I don't know. That's
Leading the
just
charge.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I can get behind that. Yes.
All right.
Flying V, ducks.
And Theodore is just like, oh, okay, Joshua, you go here, Edgar, you go here, Irma, you stay behind me. What about these two, pointing at Midas and Kore?
What about them?
Are they going to
we don't
be?
tell them what to do. They just do what they want.
Oh.
So I assume you got to ask them. I don't know.
You can ask them. Yeah, that's fine.
I don't know.
Yeah,
This
we're
is
right
your-
here.
this is-
Literally right
Mhm.
here. You could just ask us.
Oh, I apologize. I thought the blue one was the leader.
He is
I
not.
am the leader. Ah, you hear that? I am
In
the
the
leader.
God's name would give you
Never.
that impression? Was I not the person who was negotiating with you to begin with?
Look at
How
him.
Leader.
disrespectful to
Flip
me.
flops. Leader.
I can't believe it.
I seem to have struck a nerve. I apologize.
He couldn't lead his way out of a paper bag, sir.
It's
I-
true.
I
We've
could
seen it.
do. I mean, it just would take me a minute.
We timed it. It takes 2.
they
We weren't disciplined.
it's just
What's
another.
Adrian's expression? Like, what is his reaction to
I mean, he kind of stands there and like puts his hands up and shrugs and is like, "Well, what do you know? It's probably they're right." Like,
You see, Irma
Minutes.
once again, just like just hit forehead right, like her hand right to her forehead, rubbing her temples, just shaking her head. Like, what have I gotten myself into? Anyway, Theodore will let you guys do whatever you want to do, but he'll kind of take lead in this V formation with Edgar and Joshua on his right and left side respectively, and Irma kind of coming up from behind. And it's not long until you guys start coming into an area of the forest that is rather darker than a lot of the other forests. It's starting to get darker outside. The sun is kind of starting to set a little bit, but this area of the forest is just more so enveloped by the canopy of leaves above everything. But there is a clear path to kind of walk towards that has been, whether it's kind of carved out naturally from just animals walking through these areas. You can't be quite certain, but there is enough of a path for you all to kind of walk side by side next to each other, even with the large size of Mo Laveau there. So as you start walking, you feel the ground starting to get a little bit crunchier. Some dried leaves, snapping twigs, and as you kind of look down, you can also see like there's cobwebs just kind of spun out along the ground here. The paladins are walking through, and they're lifting up their feet, to make sure they don't get stuck. And it's kind of like when you walk in mud, there's that little bit of stickiness before you're able to pry your foot off of the ground. So you guys are taking some steps. It's a little bit crunchier as you walk, but you guys enter into an area that you'll be able to see on this map.
Yeah.
ta-da! Cut the tension with the knife.
Spooky.
Ooh, very spooky.
Sing a song.
So you are all kind of walking in this order here.
The dog. Sorry.
It's a big dog.
It's a big old puppy.
Mo, you're just over to the side over there. Yeah, bit that dog.
Let me
Yes,
pet
sir.
that dog.
Yeah, so you're all walking through the forest, and the paladins are kind of advancing in front of you all. And Theodore is, he gets down on one knee and is inspecting the ground, looking for any kind of tracks of anything. And you see him spot just a little bit further up, about here. He kind of gestures everyone over towards him, and you hear him kind of say, not like overtly loud or yelling or anything like that, but he'll just kind of gesture and he'll say, I found some drag marks over here. It looks as though something was dragged towards the north here, and it looks like towards the south as well. There might be might be multiple nests here.
Nests. Nest. You say?
Of what?
What kind of a nest?
Look at the webs. What do you think?
I didn't want it to be true, Midas. I don't.
Yeah, I just thought it was very old. Maybe cobwebs happen.
Cobwebs outside.
I don't know. Maybe I was hoping. Maybe.
Honestly, I'm with
Like what the-
Aladrian on this one.
What
That was-
you thought the cobweb fairy made these?
You think it's
There's a
so
cobweb
old
fairy?
outside, there's cobwebs outside.
Well, apparently there's a cobweb fairy that could make them.
Oh.
I don't want to meet that
God.
fairy.
Sorry. What?
I don't. You won't, Drac. You won't because it's not real. Because I made it up.
Midas just looks at
There's
Go, what the
no the cobweb fairy. You make a.
I don't want to meet that fairy.
All right. So, ready to go ahead? Let us move.
Yeah, so Theodore kind of brings the, comes up a little bit further, and he kind of points to the right and the left in the direction that in the directions that he believes that the drag marks are leading to.
Perhaps we shouldn't move so fast, especially if there are multiple nests. We don't want to disturb the webs.
Disturb the webs. No, we wouldn't want to do that. Because they can sense movement. Can they smell fear?
Probably yours.
No! I am paralyzed with fear. Literally, I'm okay. Let us go.
I think we faced much worse, Aladrian. This will be all right.
I mean, yes, maybe. Possible. All right, let's give it a shot, huh? Walk
If
up.
we see a spider, I kill
Ah.
it with fire.
Fire. Kill it with fire. Die, spider. All right, ready?
All right, so are you guys kind of moving up to where the paladins are?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gonna slowly move. I think Corey will stay in the back since she's range. So if anything leaps out, she's not right there in the front.
Yeah. So yeah, as you kind of step forward, you all feel that crunchiness of the ground, that stickiness of the webbing. It's almost like unavoidable how much of it's on the ground here. But they're more like the cobwebs on the ground. There's no real like tension to them or anything like that. They almost like disintegrate in a way, but they gather in like clumps at the soles of your feet. All right, and Pippi's not too far away from Oshka at any time. Theodore will look over to you, Mo and Koshka, and he just kind of gestures like, do you want to go that way or that way? Pointing like on the map, northwest or southeast.
Do you want to stick together, or are we splitting apart?
Either way's fine with me. Well, we can handle ourselves, but safety in numbers and all that.
I think we should probably stay together.
I agree.
So do I. I agree.
Ah, very well. All right, well,
Like,
either way, which way do you want to go first?
Let's just keep moving forward.
agree.
Northwest?
All right.
west. Up.
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 All right. So we start. You start pushing through, into this area here, and the forest is pitch black. It is the smallest amount of light is coming off of some of the fluorescent mushrooms that are in here. And you can see that the mushrooms kind of carve a way for you guys to see an area here. Let me just.
What can I see? Because I have devil's sight.
Yeah, so out in front of you, you can see a. Oh, I did the wrong thing. Yeah, so just out in front of you, you can kind of see all of like the massive amounts of like cobwebs that are here. There's also like a thin veil of fog that's in this area as well. So you can kind of make out this area here.
Okay.
Where you can see a large collective of mushrooms, a large collective of these webs that are here. And as you approach, the paladins kind of head in first, and as they walk in, you guys that are behind them can see that their feet are like really sticking to the webs that are a little bit deeper into the forest here. They're almost like struggling a little bit to lift up their plate clad legs. Their heavy armor is kind of dragging them down a little bit, but they kind of keep pushing through, and they get a little bit closer into this area here. Theodore's the first one to see, and he'll look over to all the paladins and they say, "I see some bodies here wrapped up in webbing." And he kind of starts getting a little bit closer.
Some bodies in webbing,
She
guys.
like pulls out her bow and like kind of like aims at where they're looking.
But we'll start growling.
Yeah, so the paladins kind of creep forward, and as you guys, Mo, as you kind of try and walk in a little bit closer, you feel that stickiness that you saw the paladins were dealing with, and it slows down your movement speed as you kind of enter into a little bit of difficult terrain. All right.
This is gonna go well.
Mm-hmm.
Adrian's standing back with Midas, and as long as nobody's moved very far from where they've gone, I'm clutching on Midas's arm, just kind of my knees are shaking. I'm like, spiders, I don't like spiders.
You jumped off mountains, but spiders is what gets you.
That's what's they're creepy and crawly. They have hair everywhere. They have so many eyes. Do you see how many eyes they have? Like, we already have one person in our group called the Eyes. I don't need that many eyes looking at me. Come on. Spiders.
All right. So as these paladins get a little bit closer, and you see Theodore kind of pull out a dagger out of his waistband sheath. He cuts into the cocooned people, and he kind of assesses their bodies and looks back to the other paladins and just shakes his head. He's like, they've long since passed, but we should get their bodies back to their families. And as like the paladins go and start kind of grabbing up the bodies, two creatures from the trees, you guys can see just webbing shoot out from these trees, and it wraps up Joshua, and it wraps up Edgar. They start to be kind of coated in this they get coated in these webs, as these almost like you spot them in the trees after they after they spray Joshua and Edgar with these webs, they're like almost humanoid spider looking creatures. They're like large and they're not like they're like humanoid size, like 5 feet tall, but they're like hunched over, thick purple bodies with like almost like they have the pincers on their mouth like a spider would. They're very spider-like, but with like a humanoid body to them as they launch out these webbings and wrap up these guys. I need Pippi to make a dexterity saving throw. All right, and one more of these creatures that you didn't see is able to spit out these webbing and coat Pippi.
No,
Pipsters.
not Pippi. Can he dodge?
Not with that rule. So with that, let's roll initiative.
Do I get -2 on
Yep.
initiative too? Okay.
You said yeah. Okay.
Yep.
Oh, did he say yeah? Okay, yeah.
Oh, because
can take
exhaustion.
Anything with a D20 test to it.
I'll take the 17.
I got 13. No, 15.
Oh,
Gotta be
all right.
good.
I gotta roll for these guys here.
The sound of rolling die.
Hmm.
Whatever that is.
Whatever that is, stop it. Pulsing in my ears.
Oh, my bad. Just tapping on the mic. Oops.
All right. Okay. So, Maine, what did you get?
After removing the 2.
Is it 17?
Yep.
Okay. And Mo, what'd you get?
15.
15. All right. Oop. All right. Wonderbar. Okay. So, this first paladin, Edgar here, you see him struggling against the current restrained condition that he's dealing with. So you're gonna see him try and rip and shred his way out of that webbing, but the creature continues to spew the webbing at him as he's unable to free himself from the bonds here. Drag, you're up next.
Drag is going to rage, and she can't make her way in the cave yet because it's all blocked, huh?
You could probably like leap and duck and dive through the forest here.
Okay. Yeah, she's gonna try and slip up behind one of these things.
So a lot of these creatures are up in some trees here. So they're like maybe like 10, 15 feet above you guys, just spewing the webs from above.
Okay, maybe like slip up underneath it then.
Yeah, where are you gonna head to?
Up underneath this one.
Wonderful, yeah. So yeah, as you kind of rage and run into this area, you see, your feet are getting stuck. It's sticky. You're not able to go as fast as you normally do, but you are able to get underneath the area here. This creature is just a few feet above you as it hisses at you.
Oh wow.
And so how far above it is me?
It's probably like about 10 feet, like just out of like normal 5-foot weapon range.
Okay, so my double-ended trident is 10 feet. Can I use that, or do I
Ooh.
need to pull out my javelin?
No, you got enough to be able to poke them for sure.
Yeah, that's definitely what I want to try and do, right up in the belly.
Yeah. So you kind of like power squat down and jump up and try to stab this thing.
Team?
A 13 will hit.
Yay! So it gets glitter angels.
It does get glitter angels.
And 14 plus 2, or yeah.
Yeah, 14 plus 2, so 16 points of damage. That's some good damage.
And she's gonna try it again.
Do it again.
And another
Ooh.
13.
13 will hit.
And 12 damage.
Ooh. Yeah, so
I really didn't like this.
you like pinata this thing as it's above you, but like you're stabbing the pinata instead of smacking it. And like a lot of this, as you pierce into this creature, like stabbing it in its abdomen, stabbing it in its legs, you just see some like greenish, like a dark greenish blood just kind of pour out of it. It's still alive, if just barely.
Okay, she complains about the green stuff all over her dress, but other than that, that's the end of her turn.
All right, perfect. Next up, I need Koshka and Mo to make a dexterity saving throw. As you see a large giant spider kind of appear above you guys, you weren't able to see it.
Hey.
Jesus.
What the?
What the? Oh no, God, no!
Did anyone else see that?
Oh,
Did anyone else see that dragon animation, or was that just for me?
did you roll
just
nat
for
20?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's like a D&D Beyond thingy if you use
it was
D&D Beyond.
crazy.
All right, so as this thing tries to spew its webs at you, both of you guys are able to deftly jump out of the way, and the webs just kind of splat on the floor as this thing, kind of slowly encroaches down this large tree that's here. It's still about like 15 feet above you guys. Next up, it is this one over here. And it will kind of scuttle its way down the tree, very adeptly able to navigate this cobweb webbing in just enveloped ground. And he's going to try and he's going to try to bite at this paladin and also claw at him. Oh damn. So it's able to do so you guys see this creature bite into this paladin, Joshua here, and it gets into like a part of his plate armor that's not covered, and you see like some fluid, like viscous fluid off of its tendrils in its mouth just kind of sink into him, as he takes a fair little chunk of damage, but fortunately he is not poisoned at the very least. He takes some damage there. And then, so a bite, and then it also tries to scratch at him, which he is successfully able to do as homie's getting scratched up here. All right, so that's that one's turn. And then next up, it is the one that Drag was attacking. It's going to try and jump down and attack you, Drag. So it's going to, just like it did with Joshua, it's going to try and bite and claw at you. Oh, damn. So the claw... So the claw misses, but it's able to sink its teeth into as it's on its deathbed. It's trying to furiously attack you. So it does 10 points of damage to you. So 6 piercing, that gets half to 3. But you do take 4 points of damage from poison damage. So 7 damage total. And I also need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
14.
14. All right. So its poison is not able to take effect against you. And that's going to be the end of its turn. Spider already went. Midas, you're up.
Wait. Yeah, Midas. He can see the big ass fucking spider on top of the trees, right?
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. Fuck. Alright, he's gonna run up. And he is going to cast Lightning Lure on it.
Lightning lure.
Don't leave me! Oh no! Don't go.
It must succeed on a strength save, or be pulled 10 feet closer to me, and take damage.
All right. So for strength, I rolled a 16, so it's probably gonna pass that one. Yeah, 18 total.
Is it a pass? DC's a 15.
Yeah. So you try to unleash your lightning lure, but this spider kind of just leaps out of the way and is able to break the encircling lightning around it.
Huh. Well, that's not good. Midas just looks back. Anybody else got plans or ideas? And that's gonna be it for his turn.
All right, Corey, you're up.
Woohoo! Okay. I want to attack the spider that looks like it's on death's door. I'm going to cast. Let's see. My options. I will cast Scorching Ray. Yeah. Do that.
Which one are you scorching?
This one?
Oh.
Oh,
Well, that'll hit.
Awesome.
nice.
Are you doing a... Oh, what level is that one at? You get 4 beams or 3?
Oh, it's 3rd level.
All right.
So I don't know how many.
Well,
All of them.
4, okay.
Yeah, one after each level, plus 2 after 2.
Okay. Cool. Then I just fire, roll 4 times? Or...
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, cool. Does that one hit?
13 hit? Well, wait a minute.
Oh,
No,
oops.
it does not.
No, it doesn't. Okay. Okay.
So it gets burned by the first one and then, jumps out of the way of the second. Or is that the third?
Okay.
No, it's the second.
Yeah, that was the second. Okay, whatever my next one hits, that'll be the damage.
I rolled. Ooh, again, yeah.
Yeah, that hits him.
Nice.
Okay.
Oh, 13. Right, you rolled the same things.
Yeah.
23, 13,
twice.
23,
Well,
13.
I got 2 hits.
And 8
All right.
and
So-
8 damage each time.
We'll do 2 8s. Yeah, so you scorch up this bug.
Yeah.
And it's
Nice.
like it's singed in quite a few places, barely standing.
Cool. Well, that's my turn.
All right. Amolevo.
All right, so this spider's still in the tree, right? The big one that she just burned.
Yeah. It's like
Okay,
15
cool.
feet up there.
Gotcha. I'll kind of shout out to Koshka. Koshka, you good up there? You can see everything?
I can see it all.
Okay, let's try to take down this big guy together, all right?
Okay. Should they climb the tree?
If you want to, or you could stay on top of me and do what you do.
Okay.
Up to
I
you.
will stay.
And kind of like he'll look down and he'll start to like breathe in, and as he breathes in, like a kind of like a starry like fire starts to develop in his mouth, and he'll blast out a starry wisp at this spider.
Oh.
What?
What?
Nice. So -2, so 20, and then 8 damage.
All right. Yeah.
8 radiant damage.
8 radiant damage. Okay. Yeah, so kind of describe how this looks for everybody.
Yeah, so it's like it's kind of like a bluish, whitish, like multicolored kind of fiery, like wisp that just kind of like exhales. Like if the big bad wolf was blowing down a house, it exhales from the giant wolf's mouth at the spider and hits it and kind of bursts into this like shimmering blue and white dazzle.
Yeah, and
That's
as
cool.
and as the wisp, pummels into this spider, it's like barely hanging on. A lot of its legs, like 5 of its 8 legs, are broken and singed. It's just barely hanging on by a thread.
Okay, Kushkai, me and Kore softened it up. Take it out.
All right, so is that everything, Mo?
That's all for me.
All right. Next up, Theodore runs to the aid of Joshua here. And as he's about to strike at this creature, you guys see his longsword begin to shine bright and glow, just filling up the space. Think of like Sting from Lord of the Rings, like when he's in the like you just see it light up, and gives like 20 feet of like dim light that you can really see everything now. And he's gonna strike at this thing, and he does damage, and he will
On Theo.
1 2, yep, he strikes both times. And you're gonna see a lot of damage come out from this guy. And that's 16. And he's gonna frickin' pump in some divine smites over here.
Damn.
16. Oh damn. 26. 34 points of damage.
God, no.
So he takes his sword and just comes down, and like another blast of like divine power just erupts as he smashes his longsword into this creature. This thing buckles, and it like bends down to one knee. Its arm is broken, its mandible's broken. It's just kind of sitting there on death's door.
God darn.
Eladrian, you're up.
Seeing that I am all alone, not with no one to save me from the spiders. I am going to run closer towards Midas and being like, "Why did you leave?" And just look at this big spider, kind of captivated, not paying attention to the little ones, only scared of this giant monster, and cast and cast just yell at it some vicious mockery. And just be like, your ego, your web is as fragile as Midas's ego.
What?
What?
Was it effective though? Is the main question.
I don't know. He needs to make a wisdom saving throw of 15.
And you're targeting this big spider?
Yeah.
Fails.
Yes.
Nice.
Sweet. So yes, it was so effective. Super effective. It's super effective. That is max damage for it.
It's so effective
But
that it crumbles and falls.
No!
And it
What?
hits every branch on the way down.
But it's just what?
It just kind of breaks through the ground and just lands with a large thud on the ground.
Seek burn, Elathrian.
Should I be taking offense to this?
Don't leave me anymore. Don't leave me from the spiders.
Do I need to unpack this?
Ko-
Do it later.
Koshka and Mo, as this giant spider like lands next to you, you can see like the webbing that it lands on top of kind of like reverberate and shake.
Uh-oh.
Koshka, it's your turn.
Okay. 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 So is the one that's fighting Drag right now? Can she see that from where she's standing?
Absolutely.
Okay, so since like her main target is dead and reverberating webs, she's gonna aim for that one. Obviously with her bow. Oh, so sorry. I don't know why it rolled that one. Give me a second here.
Yep, that'll hit.
Oh,
So-
yeah.
30,
Come on
20.
now.
Did you want to go with that damage? I don't know why it rolled
You can
that.
roll a new one.
Thanks.
All right. So drag this creature that was biting into you, gets an arrow sunk into it. Get your extra attack there.
Yes. Okay. So she's gonna just aim at the same one. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know what I mean? Hey!
That'll hit.
All right.
Here we go.
Nice. Yeah, so shooting off of the back of Wolf Mo, you sink your two arrows right into it, right in front of Drag there. Anything with your bonus action?
Is Pippi still like trapped? Because I totally forgot about it until right now.
Yeah, he's trapped.
Shoot. On his turn, does he get to roll like a saving throw?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, I think we'll just go to Pippi then, because
Yeah.
I can't do anything to help it.
So the Pipster is going to roll a strength. Let me just see something. Let's see if it's like a. Yeah, just roll a strength check. So like a DC 20 plus his strength modifier.
Yeah, I'll be alright. One of these days. Oh, he has a +2, so that's 20.
Yeah, so Pippi's able to kind of bite and rip apart this webbing that was enveloping him, so he's free now.
Hell yeah.
All right, and that's everything for you. Do you want Pippi to move anywhere?
Not right now.
Okay, perfect. All right, next up it is this paladin here, who is also kind of enveloped in the web, but he's going to try and break out. But because of the damage that he took, he doesn't have the strength to rip out of it as Theodore yells obscenities at him for not being strong enough. Uh, next up, it is this other one up in the tree here, and ooh, okay. It's going to kind of scuttle and scurry along the tree line, kind of right up above you guys. And he's going to try and spray some webbing. Let's just see. For 18 at Corey. So Corey, this creature kind of spews webbing out at you, and you are currently restrained by it.
What?
What?
All right. But that's all this creature is going to do. Finally, Irma, the cleric here, she's going to run over to this creature that's ganging up on her paladin buddies, and she's going to take her mace that she has on her side and just absolutely smash the hell out of this thing. Yeah. And so Irma is able to come down after all the damage that Theodore did to it and absolutely deck this guy right in the head and clobbers him. All right, and that's the end of that turn. Now, at the end of the round, the reverberation. You guys hear some scuttling coming towards your direction from the other side of the path there. And with that, top of the round, some combat tactics. Go for it, y'all.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Where do we hear the scuttling from? Sorry?
From like the direction over yonder.
Oh no.
By me? Oh shit.
Well,
Okay.
the thing is that means more is coming, but just if they are coming, then they will have to fight us in hand to hand, and we can handle that at least on this side. no climbing trees necessary. So
Alright, so what are we going to do about these guys?
I think that if the thing that comes out is another big spider, then we focus on the big spider, and then the paladins and maybe Drag can kill the other two. Is there 2 or 3 bad guys on that side?
this should be 2.
Okay.
There's just the 2 left.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm sure y'all can
Orange one
handle
and the
those.
pink one.
Yeah. And so we'll just turn our attention to the big old spider guy, but if it's just more little guys, we'll handle it. You guys
One by one.
already got it.
Alright.
All right.
Okay.
Alright, let's go.
Perfect. All right. So top of the round, Edgar over here, he's gonna work to break out of this webbing here, and he finally does as he takes a blade out of his waistband and just kind of slashes and cuts and breaks his way out, and he heads towards you, Drag. But that's gonna be his turn. But it's your turn now, Drag.
Wonderful. So there's a bad guy still above me, right?
So this one is right in your face.
He's right in my face. So we're just gonna try and slash and stab.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it with the double-ended trident too. Another 13. I guess that's my lucky number today.
Yeah, it does it.
And that's 9 damage.
Ooh, 9 damage. How do you want to do this to this one?
Ooh.
She does a cool spin in her hand and then takes it up from down low and swipes it up its body and lands with it up in the air and 2 spider halves.
Perfect. And as Edgar runs over to you, you just impale this spider and it rips in half, and he's just standing there in awe of you.
Yes.
All right. So that one's dead. That one's dead. Spider's dead. Midas, you're up.
Huzzah. Okay. Well, that one's still kind of Oh wait.
This one's like
Right.
up in the tree right now.
Yeah. He's gonna just cast lightning lure again to see if it works.
Yeah.
Get him.
Thanks, safe.
All right. Strength save. Oop. That is a 10.
Wah.
Girls.
So it gets pulled 10 feet in a straight line closer to me. Also.
Okay. Does it do damage too?
Mm.
Oh, 7 damage. All right. All right.
Yeah. Get out that tree.
All right. Yeah. So you yank this thing, and it does fall down to the ground. And it does take. I believe it's only it's about 10 feet, so he takes a d6 of falling damage. Ooh. It takes 6 damage.
Woo-ha.
All right. So this guy's on the ground now. Anything else you want to do?
No, I fear that is all I can do.
Gotcha. Cody!
Yup.
All you, girl.
Alrighty. Who can I hit?
Well, the one that just plopped down in front of you.
Oh, yeah. I can still attack while restrained, right?
You... I believe it's at disadvantage. Let me just double check that. Attack rolls against you, and your attack rolls have disadvantage.
Okay, can I try to get out of my restraints?
Yep, so it'll be, for your action, a DC 11 strength check.
Okay. Let's see. Well, that's unfortunate.
So you try and tear and rip the webbing apart, but it's too strong.
Hold on. Can I add a D10 to that?
Yes, you can.
I got one more left in me. So, let's see.
It's a crazy thing.
Everyone hates their patron until they get a free D10 roll to add on.
Awesome.
And with the strength of your
about-
patron,
He's good for something.
Bye.
You're no longer restrained, and that takes your action though.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm gonna stay here. Actually, let me see if I have any. Let's see. I do have a bonus action, so can I rabbit hop away from the spider without
Yeah.
provoking? Because I could do it without provoking opportunity attacks. So.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
Awesome. So yep, I will jump back. Like here.
Perfect. Yeah, you kind of clear out of the difficult terrain there and kind of get back onto more steady ground. And that's everything for you?
Yep, that's everything for me.
All right. So Mo, before your turn happens, up near where Theodore is, where they just took down that one spider thing, there's a large cocoon over here near these bodies. And you see and hear it erupt from behind them, and a large, very different looking spider compared to the rest of these emerges from this cocoon. It's like bluish in color and almost has like the fluorescent coloring like the mushrooms in the area. This thing, it looks like absolutely like like he's tweaking out, like it's like jumpy, it's all over the place.
Out.
and and you see this thing just kind of scuttle and scurry up behind Joshua and try to attack it. But its young, its youth isn't able to penetrate through this Joshua's armor here. But you see something happen to it as it almost like phases out of existence for a brief moment.
No.
It just
Fucking face spider.
just
God damn it.
just like
Shitheads.
poofs away. All right, and then gotta make sure that's on there. Okay, but Mo, it's your turn now.
Okay. Shit. Not knowing where that fucking thing. Where did it go? What is that?
What is?
Does anyone know?
I can't see it. I can't see it.
I don't even know where it
What?
went.
Did you not see the one that it just did?
What?
It did the poof.
Yeah. A poof.
I think your wolf senses is being weird.
Well, your old man senses are. I'm just joking. You're not old. Anyways,
The stray?
A little bit of Lazar coming back, I feel.
Kind of being nice. He'll interpose himself between the spider and Midas. That way, it doesn't attack him.
Oh.
Just kind of brushing up against Midas a little bit with his tail. How tall is this? Or how high is this spider? Is this in the trees as well?
It's in the ground.
It's on the ground.
Oh, it is on the ground. Okay, cool. Oh, perfect. Yeah, I'm gonna bite it.
Mm.
Yeah, it gets a nibbling.
Yeah, he'll rush forward and you plus 5, and then 1 goes. All right, so plus 6 plus because the thingy that I have.
So, like 15 plus 6.
Come on, thingy.
15 plus 6. Yeah,
Because
because
you're
it's
minus
-2.
2.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Yeah,
Yeah,
15 plus 6.
That's gonna hit.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so it's 1d10 plus. Plus 3 piercing. So 6, 7, 8, and then plus 1 because of the thing as well. So 9 piercing damage,
All right.
and it'll be sorry, not piercing. It'll be radiant damage. So he'll bite down, and it'll kind of flash out. Because I can choose piercing or radiant.
Yeah.
Cool.
Beauty. Anything else you want to do?
Oh, I actually get advantage because Koshka's is within 5 feet of him. Can I roll one more time just to see if I crit?
Yeah, sure.
Because of tactics. Nope, natural 1. Okay, cool. That's all for me.
Alrighty. So, you see, Corey, you kind of feel some odd presence behind you as, like, you turn around and you see almost like a rippling in the fabric of space as this spider just poofs right back in front of you.
Oh. Yeah, Corey is like, in the house?
And it's going to kind of shriek at you and try to bite at you. But once again, it's a juvenile spider. It doesn't know how to hunt just yet. And as it tries to bite you, only with a 7, it's not able to hit you.
You.
All right, but that's going to be its turn. And Theodore, just kind of seeing the spider very briefly and then it poofing away, he'll just kind of yell, "What the devils was that?" And he's going to try and head towards you guys, but not be able to get very far because of the spider webs. Eladrian, you're up though.
Seeing as how I can still see him, I can still see the face spider, right?
Yeah.
Right on. Sweet. So I'm just gonna hit it. I'm gonna try to hit him with another vicious, or hit this one with the vicious mockery also.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. I'd be like, whenever you blink away, it smells like fart.
The wisdom save.
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, it's a nat 1 for this spider. You're just tearing. You're emotionally tearing down these spiders left and right.
Excellent. So 5 damage, but he also has disadvantages on his next attack roll.
Yeah, D4, right?
He just has disadvantage on his next attack.
Oh, it's just disadvantage. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, sounds good.
So he took the damage that I just rolled, right?
Yep.
And then he also has disadvantage next time.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
All right, perfect. Is that everything?
And then as a bonus action, I'm just gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot a bardic inspiration over at Koshka.
All right.
Oh yeah.
Koshka, get the bardy. Is that everything, Eladrian? Do you want to move at all?
I feel like I'm in good hands as close as I am to these guys.
Yeah. So Koshka, before your turn happens, you guys hear that like rustling from the other side, and
Shit, I forgot.
and Eladrian, you see kind of in front of you a rippling in like the air as this thing just pops up in front of you.
Whoa.
And is going to try and bite at you. Where did this one go?
No.
At me or at Eladrian?
At Eladrian.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right. So it's going to try and get you, but with only a 10, that's not going to do it.
Yes. I feel
Alright.
like my scream scared it.
Just startled screams.
Yes.
Koshka, you're up.
Okay. So Koshka's gonna do the same old, but she's gonna fire at the phase spider immediately. Damn, 22.
And are you attacking the one that's on Corey or Eladrian?
Oh, sorry, the one that's Pudge. Eladrian.
All right.
So it just popped up in front of her, yeah.
Yep. So that'll hit.
Oh, no, I clicked the wrong thing, so it's gonna roll a weird one first. Don't mind me. Ignore that.
That can be your second attack.
No,
That'll hit.
it cannot.
It'll hit.
What? Okay. All right. Damn. Okay, sounds good. Okay, so let's do damage. So 7 for the first one.
Mm-hmm.
And 6 for the second one.
Awesome.
Nice.
Okay, and then Pippi's gonna do a thing. He is going to charge at the phase spider that's in front of Eladrian. And do a maul attack. So I guess I just roll a d20 for that, right?
Yeah, it's like
This
a
mechanic.
maul attack.
Yeah, his mechanics always get me. And then I add my spellcasting modifier, which is 6.
Yep. So 21 to hit.
Okay. Perfect. So 1d8 plus 5 and then 1d6. So that's actually 9. So I get a
Okay.
plus 5 and then D6.
And then it has to make a strength save.
5. Yeah.
Okay, so it fails the strength save, so it gets knocked prone.
Knocked prone, yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit, nice.
Fuck yeah, Pippi!
So
Get
Pippi
him.
is,
Got him, hipsters.
Pippi's like on top of this thing, like pinning it down, basically.
Just gnarling and slashing, you know what I mean?
Exactly. Is that everything?
Hell yeah!
All right. Joshua, the paladin's gonna run over, trying to join the fray, but his feet are sticking, so it's hard for him to get really far. This one that is kind of on death's door here is gonna try and bite into Mo, the giant dire wolf in front of him. What's your AC right now?
17.
17. Okay.
17.
But with a 19, it's gonna hit.
No!
Damn.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
Alright. For sure. 8 plus 7.
Yep, so you're okay there, but you're gonna take 17 points of damage total as it
Oh,
bites
God.
and claws
Oh,
into
damn.
you.
Jesus.
There goes my temp HP.
All right. So next up, it is Irma. She is going to see the one that just bit into the wolf over there, and she's going to cast Guiding Bolt at this thing. Oh shit, that hits. All right.
Go Erms.
And then that's going to do 10,
Big armor.
15 damage.
Right.
All right. So just a giant mote of light strikes at this thing. So the next person that attacks it gets advantage. All right. Top of the round.
Finally, my time is here. I was going in with the melee.
Hell
Alright.
yeah! Get it!
All right. Let's just get to it. Just kill these
Yep.
things. All right. Next up, it is Edgar over here.
Gar.
He's trying to join the fray, but he can't quite make it all the way. Drag, you're up.
Drag decides to throw her javelin of lightning at the nearest creature. I think that's the little blue one, right?
Which one? Like one of the spiders, the phase spiders?
Yeah. I think that one?
Did you click on one of the paladins?
I did, didn't I? I can't see them very well.
All this orange, I get it.
So yeah, I guess I. There are none of the little guys left, huh?
There's one over here. Right next to Mo.
Okay, so that's the one I want to throw my javelin at.
Sure.
Get him, Drag.
Yeah.
So you have advantage against this one.
Oh,
You need advantage.
Shoot.
do I do it just in case?
Yeah, go ahead.
Just in case.
Not in case.
Take that first one.
So is that 10?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's so. Tell me how you do it.
Yeah, I just take a 3-step lead and launch it right at its eyeballs.
Yeah, and Mo, you see this thing just bit into you, and as it like pulls its head back, it just gets a javelin just straight through the head. It just takes off its head. Just gone.
Stunk.
Well, good shot, Drake.
Anything else you want to do, Drag?
No, not this time.
All right, perfect. Midas, you're up.
Hearing Eladrin scream, Midas is gonna turn around and like move the most hell out of his face. Goes, oh, and bring his gauntlet down over the head of the spider.
Yeah, go for it. You get advantage because it's prone.
Amazing.
Yep.
That hits.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Hot
Yes.
damn.
This thing is squashed.
Damn.
Amazing.
As the guts like erupt like a blue paint splatter against your gauntlets and Pippi's face as it's like right next to you.
Oh my god. And then he looks up, see Corey is also looking straight into another one and goes, where the fuck did these come from? He's gonna run up and using the momentum kind of like hit it with his offhand.
Yep.
Ooh, that was almost a 20.
Still up. Damn was.
And then go in it with his other hand.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Damn, my dice has been rating. Oh my god.
Jeez.
Damn.
Holy.
Ooh.
Killing it.
Um, last hit.
Ooh, with the -2 from the exhaustion, the tiredness is catching up to you. That one does not hit.
Damn.
That fatigue though.
Yeah, I just like breathing hard. that little 2-step over that really took a lot out of him.
Yeah.
His gauntlets is like still like dripping.
Oh yeah, definitely dripping with blood, the blue blood. Is that everything?
That's it. That is all.
All right, Corey, you're up.
Woohoo! All right. This bitch is getting burnt. I'm gonna cast Burning Hands.
Oh.
Yo, you gotta aim that
It's a
correctly.
deck save, and it's a 15-foot cone. Yeah, I'm gonna
Aim that
fry you too. I'm gonna get you.
Oh god!
Oh goddamn. Yeah.
Midas
Describe
comes like,
how
"In the
this
dark."
looks.
Ah!
Describe how you burn this thing.
Yeah, so Corey, like, when she jumps, she's like, oh! And like, and as soon as like Midas asks, like, where did these things come from? She's like, they came from the 9 hells, and I'm sending them back to where they belong. And she like claps her hands, and then just she shoots them forward, and just a burst of fire just roars like straight out of her hands, and it's like a dragon almost like roaring out as like she just burns this thing to a crisp.
Ooh, yeah. That's the smell of burning, charred spider just kind of fills the forest around everybody.
I softened it for you.
Anyone want spider jerky?
I don't think there's anything left.
So you guys kind of take a look at the environment, and you don't see any kind of shuffling, or you don't see any movement on the webs that are here. And so Theodore kind of sheathes his blade and looks over his paladins. Joshua getting the worst of it during that little scrum. But then he'll instruct Joshua and Edgar to collect some of the bodies, as well as smash any kind of spider eggs that they see. There's a couple of spider eggs that are up here, and these two just kind of get to it and start smashing them. As they grab the the bodies that are wrapped up in the webbing, and they kind of bring them out into the main pathway there, and just kind of lay the bodies down gently, knowing that they're gonna have to kind of carry them back to the Myconid colony in a little bit. But as everyone kind of gets ready for the evening, or as everything kind of finishes up here, that's where we'll end tonight's session.
Choo! Man,
Ooh.
sweat.
Can someone prestidigitation, Pippi, because he's like
No.
covered in
Oh,
goo.
prestidigitation, Pippi. Prestidigitation.
He's got
Two
so much
different ends of the
goo.
spectrum.
He's queen now.
Good, thank you.
Two different ends of the spectrum. Damn.
The spider webs are the spider guts are gone.
On one side you like suffer, other side, of course I helped
Oh.
my baby.
Yeah, I helped the baby. She's like, here, Pippi, are you okay? And she
He is
picks
eternally
us-
grateful.
and she picks Stumpy back up, and she's like, oh, I hope I didn't scorch you.
I actually love Corey's dichotomy because she's like, oh, cute little fluffy
Right?
babies. And then she's like, I will burn you to hell.
Yeah, literally.
Hey man, you gotta protect your children one way. You know?
Yep, yep.
Yeah.
Right.
She's a
Yep.
mama bunny.
Thank you.
She will protect her babies.
But happy 60th session, everybody.
God
Damn.
60 sessions.
Wooch, wooch.
Jesus. can you believe
That's
it?
as old as Brandon.
know.
No.
Got
him. Damn.
Oh,
Daddy.
it's so true.
Got him.
Get my cane. Hold on.
Don't fall on you, right?
Listen
We
here.
got, we got your tapioca, old man.
You young whippersnappers and your cell phones.
Did you say
I used to, I used to read the newspaper. You got any of those strawberry candies? You
So
got a butterscotch?
I feel like butterscotch is definitely more old person.
And the
For
strawberry
sure.
candies that only grandmas have?
Yeah, like the hard candies.
The ones wrapped
like the-
in the
Oh,
strawberry
yeah.
like foil.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yep. You got me.
You
I
can't-
forgot about
You
those.
can't buy them. Grandmas just have them.
Yeah, they just
Spawn in.
create them.
They
just
spawn-
are there.
they
Spawn
spawn
in.
in.
They spawn.
You check your mail the next day and it's just there.
Yeah, it's like Santa. Just shows up
Comes along with your
where
pension.
there's
Yep, it's RNG. You never know when it's gonna come.
where there's original. Absolutely, that's a huge one.